thanks for joining me for this upper body and core workout. It'll be a good one to pair with a lower body workout, a run or a walk, or just a good one to do if you're sore from previous lower body stuff you've done throughout the week. All right, let's get started. Go ahead and come to the back of your mat. Spread the palms wide. We're just gonna do some plank walkouts as part of our warm-up and just flow right into our work. Inhale, sweep those hands up. Go ahead and cup the hands at the top and then just scoop the belly in as you roll down. Beautiful, walk the hands all the way out to a nice tall plank. And then from here, we're just gonna alternate our side planks. Reach up and look at that top hand. Exhale down. Good, same thing other side. Just a little pivot on those toes to get to the other side. Go ahead and start scooping the belly back in as you walk the hands back. And then roll yourself right back up. Open palms until they meet right at the top. Just to do it again, good. Scoop and roll. Beautiful, starting to feel those hamstrings begin to lengthen out. Make sure that those hips are nice and level at the top of that plank before you rotate. See if you can alternate as well which hand starts the walk out and comes back in. Just starting to lengthen the body out, get everything nice and warm. Good job, you're doing awesome. We're gonna do one more after this and it's gonna flow right into our next little piece of work. Beautiful, last time rising up. Walk it out, good. This time, as we come to that right side plank, we're gonna come from here, this little rotated foot position, sweep the hand underneath the body, reach it all the way underneath and back for that opposite ankle. Good, inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, reach that ankle, good. Dropping the hips back down into that side plank and then piking them up as we reach underneath. You're doing awesome. Just that little pivot on the toes or the ball of the foot. Give me two more. Good, here's our last one. Awesome work, guys. Go ahead and swap those hands out in the side plank. Same thing other side. Come up nice and tall. Inhale, start to pike the hips as you reach underneath for that opposite ankle. Just feeling that breath really open. Beautiful. Hopefully you're starting to feel your core light up right away. Good, two more. Last one. Awesome work, guys. Come back right into that top of the push-up, that plank position. Hold right here. As much as you can, stabilize those hips. Squeeze the quads, pull the belly in. Nice deep breath. Here's where we're going next. We're gonna come down into kind of a hover and just slowly Spider-Man those legs. Bring the knees to the side. One more each way. Then we're gonna come into a full push-up position and press the hips back into downward facing dog. So super slow and controlled, lots of work, right? Inhale, take that chest forward. Exhale, lower down halfway, here we go. Two little presses on each side. Good, one more each way, beautiful. Nice and done, push up and all the way back. Awesome. If you haven't already chosen or figured out this option, if you want, you can come down to the knees. Same thing, do them right here. We're still in that little hover position. Good. And then push up either onto the knees or into that plank and then the down dog. Good, give me two more. Come forward. Let's come down. Good, squeeze. You've got it. Almost there, nothing easy about this. Push up and back. Beautifully done, guys. Here we go, pick your variation last time through. Come low. Good. Breathing through it. Yes, push up and back. Beautiful work, you guys. Woo, that was not easy. Good, good stuff. Come down to the knees. We're just gonna stretch the shoulders quick. So keep those hips lifted as you reach the fingers forward. We're gonna come into puppy pose, similar to a child's pose, but the hips are lifted instead of tucked down on the heels. Good, you can have the chin or the forehead meet the mat. Just give yourself a quick little stretch. So even though we're in more of a passive pose, we keep it active by still straightening out those elbows and reaching long through the fingers. Beautiful. One more, slide the hands in. We're just gonna roll the body up into a nice little cat pose, and then drop the belly down, coming into cow, giving ourselves just a quick little stretch intermission. Good, one more each way. Beautiful work, you guys. All right, here we go. Next little set. We're coming into fallen star tap throughs. So we're back in that plank position. If you need a break on your wrists, we can do it from our forearm. So I'll give you a preview that way. We're just gonna take that bottom foot, tap it through. You can either tap it on the ground or keep it hovered. I kind of like the hover if you can do it. It's good for the hip flexor as well as those lower abdominals. Take that foot down, go ahead and slide through to that opposite forearm or hand. Bottom foot reaches through, either tap or push out. Good. Beautiful, come all the way back around and step it through. Nice, I guess I'm staying on my forearms. You can do it either way. I think you have a little bit more surface area, obviously, if you've got that forearm down. So if we're working on balance, coming up to that hand is good, but obviously not at the expense of the wrist. Beautiful, keep the hips lifted in that same plane the entire time you're working. You're doing so great. Now, if you've been sticking with that little tap, see if you can lift the leg for these last few. Good work. Nicely done, guys. Here we go. Let's do 2 more on each side. Good. Next time I come to the front, we're just gonna add a tiny little burnout. Take that leg out, we're just gonna tap it down and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't drop it down, put that foot right back. Come to the other side, you know what to do. Strengthen up through that core, take the leg out. Here we go, tap. 8, 7, 6, almost there. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job, you guys. Come all the way back to the front. Keep those forearms down, or if they weren't, put them down, and then just start to pike the hips up, walking the feet forward. Drop the head down into dolphin pose. Good, pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Nice deep breath in, squeeze the knees straight. Awesome, releasing any tension in the neck. Beautifully done. Go ahead and push forward onto the toes, bring the knees down. This time fold yourself all the way back, hips to the heels, reaching into child's pose. Just feel that gentle little compression of the ribs on top of the quads. Train is loud. Here we go. Go ahead and flip down onto your backside. We're gonna come into a little bit of a break for the arms. Focus more on the core. Here's our first move. We're gonna do a variation of a one-legged V-up with a little twist at the top. So it's probably easier to show than to tell. So let's take those arms up overhead, come flat on your back. On the inhale, we're gonna sit right up in the middle, take that opposite hand of the leg, reach across the body, and then just spread that hand to the side. Good, back to center, and then all the way back down. Beautiful, come up, reach, back to center, and flatten out, good. So that connection point of the hand to floor, and then back together is where that good stuff is at. So you probably feel this in your hip flexor, in the lower abs. Maybe you're like, where don't I feel it? It's one of those that really is kind of full body, especially if you're really focused on pointing those toes and keeping the knees straight. Just really works the entire leg as well. Good work. You're doing awesome. Now, if you find your form starting to suffer, you can always do a bent knee variation. You can even use your hand to help. So that opposite hand that's not reaching can grab for the knee. That's always a fine option. Remember, we can build these moves until we can execute that proper form. Good. We just have 2 more on each side. You can do it. Do you feel your abs a little bit by now? Mine are starting to get fiery. Here we go, last one each side. We're gonna pause at the top, just tap, come up for 4 and 3. Here's 2 and 1. Beautiful, lengthen out. Take it, same thing, other side. We've got that little tap. You can even hold the ankle if you need to. 3 and 4. Good work, guys. Stretch it all the way out. And on the inhale, go ahead and sit it right up. Take the arms nice and tall right by the ears. Pull the belly button into the spine. We're just gonna do a little forward fold. Beautiful. Reaching all the way forward. Let your arms come on either side of the legs. Just feel the low back release and open. Nice, maybe flex the feet. You guys are doing amazing. We just have 2 more moves and you're done. We're gonna take the hands on either side of the body and come into a reverse tabletop. So here I always like to say, fingertips in toward the glutes or out toward the side. The only way we don't wanna have them is pointing straight back. That's just not happy for the wrist. Either other way is should be good. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna spread the fingers wide and face them in toward my glutes. Walk the heels in so that my knees make a nice 90-degree angle when I lift up. So here's the top of that little reverse tabletop. We're gonna come from this position, basically try not to move our heels and slide our booty right back between those hands. Inhale, push up. Might take a few times to kind of get the hang of the move. It's tough. Good. Slide back. Inhale, press up. So those glutes are just kind of skinning the ground. This is amazingly difficult, not only just for your arms, but also for those low abs. As you feel that little sweep through, you're doing great. 2 more. Here's that last one at the top. We're gonna stay in the stretch. So come into that full reverse tabletop, drop the head back. Feel that nice little stretch on the neck and in the shoulders. Good work, guys. Bring it down. Bring the soles of the feet together. We're just gonna do a quick little forward fold stretch to make sure those hips are nice and loose for this next and your last move. Beautiful. Nicely done. As I mentioned at the beginning, since this is lower body or upper body focused, this is a nice one to pair with a lower body focused workout or a run. Good. Go ahead and come all the way up onto your knees. Here's our last little move. So we're going to focus on the obliques and lots of stretch through the arms. So let's start by taking that right foot out. Foot is parallel with the edge of the mat. And then we're just gonna reach to the side. So bring that opposite arm up overhead and then pick up that foot. Tuck everything into the body, come all the way down so the glutes are seated on the heels and that opposite side stretch. Good, pop the foot back out, reach, really reach. Good, exhale, sink down low. Nice. Inhale, stretch. This is sort of barre-inspired right here. Good. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, sink low. So moving slow and steady is the key right here. Good work. You're doing awesome. Breathe through it. Give me 3 more on this side. There's 1. Good. Sink down on that little in between right here. There's 2. Here's our last one. Beautifully done. Stand it all the way up. Stand on your knees. And then we're going to come to that other side. So make sure we're set up properly. We've got that foot parallel with the side of the mat. Let's do it. So we're reaching toward that toe and then sinking low as we reach to the other side. Good. Keep the chest lifted even as we sink the hips back. You're doing so well. Good work. Beautiful. Little bit of glute work in here as well as we take it from that upper to lower position. Good job. Nice little side stretch while we're at it. Keep the chest lifted. Here we go. We're almost there. Home stretch. Good work. Here we go. 2 more. You can do it. Finish strong. Coming into that last little rep right here. Good job, you guys. That was amazing. Go ahead and stand all the way up. I want to make sure your obliques and your arms are stretched out properly. So bring the feet together as you inhale those arms up overhead. Go ahead and clasp everything together but the pointer and the thumb. Take the chest nice and tall and then just drop the body over to the side. Good. Keep the head lifted. Feel that beautiful stretch, especially along the side that feels very open, but also keep length on that shorter side of the body too. Nice. Now see if you can open the gaze, open that top hip and bottom hip equally. Good. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Release through the center, baby back bend. Gently push the hips forward as you rock back. Squeeze inner thighs together. Nicely done. Come back to center. Let's even it out with that other side. Taking that stretch over, just using that bottom hand to lengthen out the top arm even more. Good. Beautiful. Let those hips face the sky. Take the gaze up. You guys have done an amazing job. Release those hands all the way back behind your body. Give yourself a little space, just about hip distance or slightly wider. We're going to clasp the hands behind the body or grab opposite hand to elbow. You can even come into reverse prayer, bringing the soles of the palms of the hand together, whatever feels good for you right here. So feel the shoulders really open. Feel those hands release away from the glutes before you may come into that little forward fold. Drop the head down. If you want, you can bend the knees a little bit to feel that connection of the ribs on top of the quads, and then just ease your way into a nice straight knee. Good. Keep breathing into the back of the hamstrings, breathing into those shoulders. Good work, you guys. Take 1 more deep breath. And start to slowly rise up, just rolling 1 vertebrae at a time. Head and neck coming up last. Release those hands at the last moment. Give yourself a big hug. Just reach those arms all the way around. See if you can even get the fingertips to meet each other in the back. Good. Deep breath in. Open the chin. Exhale. Right back down. Good. Open the palms wide. Thumbs come to the back of the room. And same thing on the other side. Bring that opposite elbow on top. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale down. Beautiful work, you guys. Open the palms. Exhale them down. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've done an amazing job. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout, and I hope to see you next time.